What type of player are you? Are you the guy that goes to the gym and can give 20 points at any given time, but you're not passing the ball? Are you the guy that passes the ball and gets everybody involved? And you might not score the most, but at least everybody got a shot. Everybody got some points. Everybody was able to do that. Actually, let me ask you a better question. Who would you rather play with? A guy that's going to lead you to a win, but being selfish, or playing with the guy who passed the ball around, who's just as good as the selfish player, but passes the ball around and makes sure that everybody else is getting touches, is getting chances to score, and is encouraging his own teammates to make sure that they feel confident enough to take these shots? I'm almost 100% certain that everybody would rather play with the guy that's making sure everybody gets shots. And that's the point of today's vid. It is extremely irritating going to a rec center, playing in an organized game, playing outside with a couple of friends, anybody who one person has the ball for 95% of the game. They shooting shots. A lot of times they might make them. Sometimes they might miss them. Either way, they're shooting all the shots, and all you're there to do is to run up and down the court, get the rebound, play defense, and look for the offensive rebound to kick back out to him. It's not something that you want to do. It's not something I want to do. I know for a fact, anytime I'm playing with somebody like that, next game, I'll just wait. I'll pick up my own 5 because I ain't playing with that. Nobody want to always sit around and wait and watch somebody else score, no matter if we're winning or losing, because you're taking the drive out of me to want to play. This ain't the NBA. This ain't guys who have an assigned role all the time where you take all the shots and I'm just going to play my part. Everybody should have an opportunity to score, and you don't ever want to be the guy who's taking all the shots and making people not like the game that they're playing. Unselfish players win. Unselfish players are the players that people want to play for. When you're unselfish, like guys like LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, you got guys that want to play with you. You have guys that actually would like to be on your team. And when you play with people that want to play with you, they usually play better because they feel comfortable with you. They know that you're not going to be mad that they're missing shots, and you're upping their confidence by giving them that boost in terms of giving them the ball and making sure that they know that they can shoot this ball just as many times as you can, even if they're not as good as you. Selfish guys are the ones that always want the ball and they just want to score, and they feel that since they're the best player on the team, which a lot of the time they might be, sometimes they're not, which is even worse. But for guys that are selfish and are still the best players on the team, they still feel like, okay, since I'm the best, I can do whatever I want. Nobody else should be able to do the things that I do. And it makes it for a very lousy team because everybody is just playing behind him, playing behind her, playing behind the person that's shooting the ball every time they get up the court. Thanks for watching today's vid, y'all. My name is Jameer. I'm back with another one. In today's video, as I've said already, we're talking about being an unselfish player. Now, it's a lot of unselfish guys in the league, and we'll talk about one of the most unselfish players that I've seen in the league today. Tyrese Halliburton. He's a guy that everybody wants to play with. Everybody wants to play beside. Why? Because he can score the ball just as good as pretty much any other point guard in the league today. But what does he do? He gets everyone involved. He passes the ball around. He makes sure everybody gets what they want. Why would you want to play with somebody like that? The reason is because you're making sure that everybody feels comfortable. Everybody feels safe enough to do what they want to do on the court. Everybody works in their game. Everybody wants to do things in the game that don't require other players. And when you have players like, I don't want to name any real names, but just for example, with Cat the other night when he had 62, nobody else could even really get into a flow because he's coming down with shooting shots all the time. So when it's time to win and he's not necessarily hitting those shots no more, he's out the game, you don't have anybody on the team that's even remotely warm because all we've been doing all game is feeding you the ball. And that's not to downplay his night. He was hot and they did consistently give it to him. But that's just an example of how when you only focus on yourself, then you can't focus on the rest of the team. The team can't get behind what you're doing because they're not even warm themselves. Imagine yourself running up and down the court for 5-10 minutes and you've taken 2 shots this whole game. You're not going to want to play defense. You're not going to want to keep passing the ball to the person that's shooting the ball. Why? Because you're not getting any touches. Everybody has a small ego, at least. Everybody wants to get some shots up. It's period, point blank. Everybody is looking to get some shots. When you got me out here playing like I'm PJ Tucker and I'm just running up and down the court playing defense and getting rebounds, it makes the game so much more unserious for me, and I'm not interested in playing enough. And I know that's how a lot of people feel. So in order for you to have a team that's winning, and if you want to be a winning player, you have to make sure that everybody knows, hey, y'all can shoot the same amount of shots as I can, even if you are the best player on the team. It's never a time where you should feel that you should be the one that's only shooting the ball throughout the game because you're hot or you're the best player, everybody else isn't as good. No, in order for a team to work, in order for a team to be as good as you want them to be, if that's organized basketball, LA Fitness basketball, rec center basketball, outside basketball, you have to make sure everybody feels comfortable taking shots. That's all that I got for you guys today. I appreciate y'all for watching the video. That's just from my eyes to yours. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I appreciate you once again for watching, and I'm out.